Alright, so I'm mounting these lights to my stack mount. This is the mount for the light itself. There's a couple of Allen head screws back here that hold it on there. I had to drill this out a little bit bigger so that it would fit that bolt. And that's the bolt right there. I had to flip it. Whoop, can't see it. There you go. I had to flip it upside down the other way because of the way the light mount is. And then down right there are the Allen screws that hold it on there. And then this is the wiring harness that came with it. I'm in the process of running it. It came with both lights, and I used a broom handle, duct taped it to the broom handle, and sent the wire through over there. I'm just checking to see if they're going to work right now, and I got to put that wire to power. And then it's got this switch right here that it came with. There's a vent right here in this corner. I'm going to run it up and behind there because I have a switch panel I'm going to put in later that they'll be hooked to. But for right now, just trying to make sure they're going to work. There's the broom handle I used with a little bit of duct tape, and I had my fifth wheel puller out just in case I needed to reach through. But by the time I put the broom handle in there, it came to right here. So I just reached in and grabbed it. And then you got the other wiring harness. These are weather pack plugged. And I did these lights one day last week. And so I had to zip tie the wire, this wire up, the light wire up, and then now I'm running the power wires and stuff. But as you can see, this one here is got a little more clearance for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but same deal. This is the mount. I had to drill the hole a little bit bigger in this mount here, and then I actually had to grind this channel a little small amount so that this bolt head would fit up through there. So, and I had to flip this bolt also so that the nut side of it wasn't hitting this light. So, and they're still going to need adjusted. This one here, you might be able to tell, is pretty high, aimed pretty high. But anyway, sorry for all the noise. I'm at a customer, and that's their HVAC cooling system, probably for their machines. But anyway, all right, I just put the wires down here on batteries real quick, just so I could flip the switch, and as you can see, they work. Got switch, power in the switch, lights up, let you know that they're on, and they are on, and they're bright. Hard to tell on the camera or my phone, but they're pretty bright. Yeah, that's quite bright actually in person. So now that I know they work and we got enough wire and everything, I'm gonna wire loom all that wire going across there and get the switch up inside the cab. And I gotta take this panel off right here. This is the vent I was talking about, and I'm gonna run it up through here, and I think I'm gonna put my switch panel right about right here, so it'll be right alongside the seat. But I gotta take this handle off. It's a Torx head, and take them screws out of that back wall and pull that panel off. Forgot to mention, I put my Bel Air seats back in. I sold my other seats. I'm probably gonna get some Bostrom low-ride seats. But anyway, got this panel off. This is the vent I was talking about, and it is riveted to this panel that was right here. This is heat shield insulation. And I actually pulled this out last year and put some sound deadener all through the cab that goes up clear around and back down the other side. But anyway, there's the hole where the vent is. As you can see, the floor's not overly clean. It's 5 years of use. That's a rivet down there that fell out when I pulled that vent out. I'm debating on whether I want to drill out these rivets and do away with that vent and just leave it open, because that seals, as you can see, to the bottom there. And I'm assuming is so that the cab is not airtight, so that the doors will close and stuff. I don't know. Somebody might know. I guess let me know if you know. But anyway, thinking about, I want to put my switch panel would be right about right here. Be right here. I got a switch panel I'm going to put right there, or I want to put there, and then just run all the wires, because I'm going to add some more lights later. Run all the wires down through that hole and run them out. So as you can see, that light's still on. But that's the great thing about LEDs. It won't kill the batteries with it being on. I just don't know if I want to do that. Delete this vent. So I may do it and just hold on to the vent. Then if I have issues with something later, I'll just put it back together and find another way to run the wires out through. Alright, I got the power wires run in here. I just got to get them zip tied. Got them down to the end cables here. In the process of trying to get this bolt off, I managed to touch my ratchet to the freaking battery box, and it tried welding itself to the battery box. So, you know, I'm a rocket scientist. But anyway, I threw it around, or ratcheted around and touched it. As you can see, it did a pretty good job of melting both pieces. So anyway, just got to get some zip ties on this stuff. There is an inline fuse in this harness, so I'm gonna coil this all up, zip tie it to this battery cable here. I got the switch poked up through, temporary switch, and as you can see, they're still working. Still got light to the switch. So I don't have any black wire loom with me, so I'm gonna have to hold off on wire looming it for right now. But all I got is my colored stuff in that box over there, which that's where the switch panel is that I want to put in this. I'm gonna grab it and make sure this area is deep enough for it right here. I don't know if this, where the handle bolts to, is going to be in the way or not, so we'll see if it'll fit. Alright, so this is the switch panel that I bought. It's going to go right here. I got it wired up, pulled the plugs off of that switch, the leads off of it, and just wired it up real quick so that I could see that it's lit. It's got voltmeter in it there, and the switches are all backlit. It's actually got USB plug right here, and it's lit. So as you can see, it's got all the switches you might need. This spotlight switch I'll probably move to one end or the other, but the plugs are two different sizes here. For this one here is a little bit too small, so we'll just touch it on there for right now. And then this one is a light bar switch, but well, lost connection. There we go. So let's see if we can get them both in there. There you go. And you can see the back lighting underneath that switch. Oh, keep losing connection here. There we go. But it will be wired to the spotlight switch. See there, you can see the the backlight in them. They'll all be lit up. I have a couple other switches over there and that stuff. I might switch some of these out, like these Ninja lights and the Sasquatch lights. I might get rid of those. I got another spotlight switch, I think, and I don't remember what else I have, but anyway. So that's the switch panel. It's going to go right in here, about right there, for easy access. We'll be able to reach down and flip them, and I'll have a voltmeter. I'll be able to look at it, tell what the battery's got in them. The APU does that too when it's turned on, but anyway, so there you have it. I think I'm just going to take this vent off, this thing here off of this, excuse me, off of this panel, and this switch panel will be mounted right about this location right here. So that's a project for another day. So for as of right now, this is just going to go in the sleeper. This is going back in its box. I'll hook this switch back up so that I can get these adjusted, hopefully tonight, and get them pointed where they need to be so I can see. Get one more video here of the lights on. Maybe we will if I can get that plug to cooperate. There we go. There's that. The driver's side one. And the passenger side one. You can actually kind of see it on this wall when it's flickering on and off, but camera might show how bright it is, but they're pretty bright. This is a spot beam light, so they're intended to go straight out. My backup lights that I have on the back are flood beam, and they're just a 3x3. It's just 3 LEDs in each direction. So, but this one here, I don't know how many it's got in there, 10, 12, I guess. But anyway, so there you have it. That's it. I'll give you some shots of it at night.